In the video, What is TigerJobs?, we briefly discussed setting up a profile in the online recruitment system, TigerJobs. This video will address the important reasons why you should set up your profile and why you should occasionally update your information. Your profile in TigerJobs is the first and most essential piece of expressing your story in regards to internship or job opportunities. Your profile also allows you to keep track of information like resumes, cover letters, transcripts, and allows you to describe your academic and career interests to potential employers. So what you say is important. The portal to TigerJobs is always easy to find. Start with the link www.trinity.edu/career. This link will take you to Career Services web pages. Scroll down a little and you will see the TigerJobs logo to the left, followed by a series of links. Select the link for students. You should now find yourself at the TigerJobs login and landing page. You'll notice the first line is already prompting returning users to update their profile. Keeping an updated profile is very important. If you're using the system for the first time, make note of your username is your Trinity email and your password is your date of birth. Date of birth should be typed month, day, year, year. No dashes or forward slashes. This is your default password. You'll be able to customize your password later. If you're unable to access the system, contact Career Services so we can help you resolve your login issues. If you have not used the system in a year or more, your account likely needs to be reactivated. Just contact Career Services for reactivation. On your homepage, you should see a welcoming message and any current news Career Services would like to share with you. During the fall and spring semesters, the announcements and upcoming events areas are typically full, so if you don't read your Career Services weekly event letter or check in with Leroy often, another way to keep up with our events is to log into your TigerJobs account, view, and even register for events. Mouse over to the My Account tab and a drop-down menu will appear. Select My Profile, and then select Edit Profile. The first section is personal information and is pretty straightforward. Be sure to address all the portions that are asterisked and pay attention to your email category. For better communication between Career Services and you, the preferred email address is your Trinity email. The demographic information portion is the first profile area you will encounter that requires some decision making on your part. The prompters for classification, graduation month, and graduation year are simple. When you make a selection for applicant type, however, keep in mind, the browse-only option means you, the account user, can only view jobs and internships, but you will not be able to apply to those opportunities or contact employers. In turn, employers will not be able to view your profile. Browse-only is a good option if you are still putting together your profile and arranging documents for upload, and you don't want to be visible yet. However, our recommendation would be for you to select your preferred application type first, then scroll down to the very bottom of the profile section and select No for employer viewing. This way you can still access other parts of the system while remaining hidden from employer view. Let's quickly view some of the other options found under demographic information. The overall and major GPAs are your choice to provide. Consider filling those in if you are above a 3.0 or at what level you believe to be appropriate. Providing hours completed is not necessary unless otherwise stated by the employer. For instance, students who focus in accounting are often asked to provide in detail their hours completed and GPA details. Make sure to select your degree level, and to add a major, you simply click in the open box. Select all majors from the pop-up menu, and a drop-down list of the different Trinity majors will become available. If you're still undecided, feel free to leave this area blank at this time. Finally, list any outstanding achievements that are preferably at the collegiate level and not high school based. However, there is an exception for first years whom we expect to carry over some high school achievements. Now I'd like to draw your attention to the 7 information boxes on the right. We would advise to use discretion when filling these portions out. Discrimination based on age, sex, and ethnicity are real issues, but we also realize there are times when this information must be expressed, which is why it is available to you as an option. In particular, if you choose to disclose either a disability, citizenship status, that is non-U.S. citizen, or a visa status, realize you may disqualify from a job or internship opportunity prematurely. Students who have questions or concerns regarding these statuses are strongly advised to meet with a career advisor to learn more about the process of disclosure. Take the time to select skills you know to be true for yourself. This can be a neglected area by students, which is unfortunate, as this area can be very handy in expressing some quick and beneficial information about you. For instance, many students may not indicate basic computer skills because students often conclude that everyone knows how to use Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. so there's no point in listing it. Whereas employers tend to take a different perspective in that they are pointedly looking for skills, and those skills are either apparent on a profile or they are not, meaning a student must not have those skills if they are not listed. That kind of conclusion makes sense, so take the time to add a few skills in computer, language if you have it, and anything else you know qualifies under the additional skills category. The last section is the additional information area. I recommend stating a career goal, as this allows you some opportunity to express yourself to an outside audience. Try to avoid first-person narrative and dive right into action-oriented content. For example, obtain a communications internship, preferably focusing on media relations, with an established communications firm in San Antonio, Texas, versus I would like to gain a strong internship opportunity with an established communications firm in San Antonio, Texas. I'm really excited. Unless you know exactly what you would like to do after graduation, I recommend not completing the job preference section, as this could affect your job searches if limited to one or two categories. But do consider adding industries of interest. Be sure to address the employer viewing section if you have not already done so. When you are ready to have a viewable profile, you will need to log back in and select Yes. And that's creating a profile in TigerJobs. We have more instructional videos about TigerJobs. Visit YouTube and search TU Career Services 1.